when you raise taxes, and remember, taxes are already at a post-World War II high, when you raise taxes, what you do is diminish activity generally, either because people are leaving the country, or they stop trading because it's too expensive to trade, or they relocate, or whatever. And when you diminish activity, you diminish GDP, and you have the opposite effect that you would wish to have by raising the tax charge or levying broader taxes, increasing the number of taxes that they levy on the population. So I think they're going to come to regret all of the signalling they've done. Frankly, actually, Alex, I think it's a sign of a very immature government that hasn't governed before, obviously for a long time, and hasn't thought through the implications of what happens every time it opens its mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? The chief exec of Iceland, who backed the Conservatives for a long time and then decided that his customers and his stores would benefit from backing the Labour Party, and had his photo taken with Rachel Reeves and Sir Keir Starmer before the election, has turned around and said to Sir Keir Starmer, you need to stop the doom-mongering. All you said in the run-up to that election is you were going to be the party for growth. All you're doing is trumpeting quite the opposite.
Absolutely. And trumpeting the opposite becomes the reality. It's not just chat. When the Prime Minister and the Chancellor of the Exchequer say stuff, people take it seriously. Businesses take it at face value. Why would they do otherwise? And so they're already planning.
And let's move on to a different subject. I can't have Brexit Ben here without talking about one of the favourite issues that you love talking about, which is the small boats. And, of course, Keir Starmer has gone over to have a meeting today with Giorgia Meloni in Italy, and he's looking at the Italian model of processing people in Albania and then, in theory, deporting them back to their own countries if they're not granted asylum, and said, well, they're strong ideas and I want to have a listen to them. Do you have any faith whatsoever that perhaps, actually, as a left-wing government, he might be able to get away with doing more right-wing things than the Conservatives could ever dream of?
He may be able to get away with it politically, but I think he has zero inclination to do it. I mean, his border security command is a joke. That's bringing together 5 domestic agencies in the UK that are already trying to break the people smuggling gangs, who, by the way, by and large, aren't located in the UK. They're located in Europe. So how domestic British agencies can begin to tackle a European problem that the Europeans haven't been able to get a grip of is beyond me. So the Border Security Command is a red herring. His speeding up of the asylum applications is not the speeding up of the processing of applications. It's merely giving in to the applications. It's ushering people through. He's going to sign us up, as you know, Alex, to the EU resettlement scheme, where they basically say we've got X number of illegal migrants in Europe. The United Kingdom has its share and it's going to take it, which is the legalization of illegal migration. And all of this is an encouragement to further illegal migration. The more people recognize that actually if they make that journey across the channel, they're here to stay, the more they're going to do it. And you can talk about deportation schemes in Albania. Rwanda, frankly, was a waste of time. What governments across Europe need to wake up to, and it looks like Germany is just about waking up, is that we need borders, and borders need to be enforced. They're not a theoretical line on a map. They represent the change in territory between 2 jurisdictions. And they have to be policed, and they have to be policed robustly.